We know you're in. We know you're in because we're not actually going to the Moneymakers today. I
That's
was
right.
like, stuff them. They ain't getting anything on a Wednesday. This
That's
is just
right.
Wednesday is Society 11 only. So welcome. This is Wednesday. This is sort of reviews, midweek musings, and other nonsense. Hi Tony, good to see you. I thought it would be. I'm sorry we're late today. I didn't know for definite what was happening because one of Curt's young kids has got some dreaded lurgy, might be COVID, got to have testing, blah blah blah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So
So, but they're not very well, and so I didn't
no.
know. I knew that he'd been up weird hours looking
We,
after.
she was up again at 4 o'clock this morning getting sick. So fun. And if you hear my voice, you're beginning to understand I've got a very sexy, very white voice at this point in time. It's because now I'm getting nasal drainage and all that good stuff. I think it's just a cold.
You
But
need to get all your voiceovers and sales videos
that's
recorded.
exactly
Hey,
what I'm thinking of
hey,
right
it's
now.
Curt Crowley here. This is for you.
Come enjoy.
So yes, make most of that. So hello, Doug Halfpenny. Good to see you. Um, and the others that are watching, do say hello, so we know who's here, we know who's watching,
Hello.
we know who's listening to our inane drivel. So it's 2021. This is how I worded today's live. I didn't want to write, and I was like, so it's 2021. Woohoo! Seems the same as 2020 because, of course,
Yes, it
a lot of
does.
things are going to be the same. And all those people that were going, can't wait to see the back of 2020. Well, got
There you
news. You've got
go.
about another 6 months of this cack.
Whether you
So,
like it or not.
but the good news is on the COVID front, vaccines are being rolled out and all that kind of thing. So, but I just wanted to encourage people because we've hit the new year. Certainly in England, our situation is, hey, it's New Year. You're all locked down, full national lockdown again. And this is the third one we've had. Although the
That's
first
crazy.
two seem to almost merge into one. Then we had this tier system. We've never really come out of it. And of course, people are getting a bit sick and tired of it, the vaccine. But, it's all, while the doom and gloom monsters are out there on social media, cut that nonsense out. Don't look at that.
Right.
Look at what you can do. This is an opportunity again. If you're in a position where you can't go and do your day job if you have one, or whatever else it is, use the opportunity.
Maximize your
You
time.
could honestly, you could crank out products. You could do whatever and build stuff. So Stephen Davis has caught us live. Hi. What on the YouTubey thing?
He's using the YouTubes.
So no lurkers allowed, says Doug.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you can look if you want. I don't mind. We don't mind at all. But anyway, so we've hit 2021, and people are going, oh no. But use the opportunity. Seriously, it's if you're having to spend more time at home or at a desk or on a computer because you can't go out places, do constructive stuff with it. It's easy to waste the whole day scrolling through Facebook and reading doom and gloom and all that nonsense.
Oh yes, lots of doom and gloom.
But instead of that, focus on the positives. I was chatting to somebody yesterday, a friend of mine. I'm not going to name them because they're not only a friend, they're also a member of Society 11 and long time bloody blah. But they were saying that, but the problem is for most people, if they're now going, oh no, my job and, I need to make money, it's, they don't have a list and they don't have this and they don't have that. And I said, the truth is though, you can't invent a time machine, can you? That's the problem, right? So if you haven't started and you've been thinking about it for years, start. The truth is, that you can get to 100 a week, a couple of hundred a week really quickly. But if that's your sole goal when you start, you'll never really exceed that. So
Right.
you go in with the attitude of building a community, building an audience, that kind of thing. So, get some landing pages up and start building the leads, and then figure out what to sell them afterwards. Build the customer base, if nothing else. People sort of suddenly come up with an idea and go, I'm going to do a product on this. And then you go, great, how are you going to sell it? And they go, oh, I don't know. I don't really have any audience or any whatever. So I'll get affiliates, which is okay. That's a perfectly valid way of doing things. But you can build an audience before you get into any of that nonsense.
Yes, you can.
And you can establish that a niche is going to be profitable very quickly and easily. And
You
if you work in niches you love, it doesn't feel like work.
The easiest way to do it is to get people. If you want to sample, if what you're doing has anything to do with social media, or you could find groups about it, just start leaking a little bit of information. Say, hey, I'm opening up this Facebook group. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be teaching. If you're interested, please join. That's all I do. And I do it every time I start an actual project. That way I can sample the interest whether or not to go forward. It's a simple thing to do.
I love that from Tom. I'll put up again. The best time to plant a tree yesterday. Yeah, the second best time is today.
There you go.
Can't do it yesterday. You can't turn back time. So do it today. Do it in the here until now. Yes, that's it. I just wanted to be a bit encouraging today because everywhere I see it, look on social media, people are like, "Oh no, it's the end of the world," and we got to face facts. It ain't looking good, is it? 2% of the UK population have got COVID, and the new variant is spreading at a faster rate than we can vaccinate. But it is what it is. The lockdown's necessary. Suck it up, but use the time and turn it into something positive. You could come out of, if you're in the UK, obviously, I know it's different in different parts of the world, and the US is probably not really locked down at all still until Biden takes over.
Yes.
And then he'll probably go, but some places are locked down, some aren't. If you're in a position, even if you're not in a country or a place that's been locked down, this is knocking the economy. It's definitely knocking the economy. But I tell you what, more than ever, there are also people that are sat at home bored stupid who want to learn how to do new things, who want to discover new things that they can get into. The one thing about the last couple of lockdowns, and I've decided, and I've ramped it up for this ahead of this one when we had the tier system. I've been learning animation, and I've mentioned this a few times on and off. And I'm getting better at it, and I'm, having fun doing it and whatever else. That's just a hobby thing, which might end up being something I work into my business because I can see it has many uses. But
it's got good entertainment value, that's for sure.
Yeah, I use the opportunity to learn something that looked fun that I fancied having a go at. And lots of people are doing the same. And if you've got skills that other people want to learn, and your style and your approach appeals to them, then you can be the best teacher for them. And you only find out if you get that stuff out there.
Yep. That's Shelly Turner, who's the Facebook user. She's in Mississippi. And I know Mississippi, they don't have lockdowns there at this point in time, but they require mass social distancing, etc. But minimal.
So you're like we were when we were in the sort of the tiers earlier, like tier 2 of.
Right. It depends on the state.
Yeah.
California is in a lockdown. New York, I think, is heading there quite quickly. But she's also saying that Mississippi's known for commercial catfish farms. Also the birthplace of Elvis. However, I'm going to have to disagree. The best barbecue in the world, Kansas City is definitely known for barbecue. North Carolina is also very good for barbecue.
North Carolina, I had some good barbecue there. South Carolina, I had some excellent barbecue. Where else did I go that had good barbecue when I was there? I had some not bad barbecue in Tennessee, to be fair. But anyway, Tom's learning how to put products together. Excellent stuff.
Yes. And that's just it. That's a funnel. Here's your first product. Here's your second product. It's now the front end, and this is the upsell. And then the third product, and then the fourth product, and then the fifth product. And now you've got a complete full funnel. Have a nice day.
Exactly. Yeah, Chaz just said, my sentiment exactly, Chad. There has not been a better time than now. There's never a better time than right now.
That's
if you're not
correct.
doing it, starting it right now. But digital content is so accepted now. When I started selling online, you had to explain what a PDF document was and how to view it. If you supplied a zip file, you had to supply instructions on how to get a download program and how to unzip it and how to, this stuff. You don't have to do any of that now. People know that stuff and it's accepted.
Right.
And people are used to paying for content. They're doing it with Netflix. They're doing it with all the subscriptions you think people have now. The subscription model has become so widely accepted that if you're, and people are happy to pay for good content regularly from people they love. That's what the success of Patreon is. It's what the success of Gumroad is. And anyone can take the things they love, create content based on it, and monetize it. And if it's in a profitable niche, a niche where there's a hungry audience, you'll make money.
Right. Exactly. It's just stacking your opportunities. And then once you have 3 or 4 items in a funnel, it becomes more attractive to affiliates. Why is that? Well, there's potential more money that they can make on sales. So you're growing and growing your opportunity with everything that you put into your sales funnel. You do not have to have a complete sales funnel, though, to start. You can't sell anything until you get your first buy button out there.
Absolutely.
And then your second buy button, and your third buy button, and then you just keep growing. You've got to start. Lingering around and saying, I want everything perfectly in place before I launch my first product is not going to get you anywhere. Because perfection, I'll be honest with you, rarely happens. It rarely happens.
The builder all diva.
There you go.
Cool, Curt. Tom's getting inspired.
Well, there you go.
That's what we wanted to do today. I just sense a general mood in IM land because, in the bubble of people I know within Facebook and things. Okay, I'm also friends with a lot of people in other niches, but nothing to do with marketing. But most of the people on my Facebook are internet marketers and things like that. And you can get the general feel of how people are going, oh, doom and gloom. And you're just like, stop it. Give yourself a slap around the face and get on and do something productive that's going to, it's going to set you up for something later on in the future. And then when lockdown's over, or whatever the situation is, COVID is over, and things begin to gain normality again, and you can go out, you'll be in a position where you can afford to go out and do those things because you've built a business that's been earning you money and is ticking over and is keeping things coming in, and it puts you in a very, very strong position, not reliant on the JOB world anymore. Let's face it. Let's look at that. Anyone that's been reliant on that, on the traditional way of doing things, so many layoffs over in the UK, so much more unemployment worldwide as a result of the businesses that COVID has taken down so far, and we're not done yet. Anyway,
Exactly.
So yes, it might not look good, but you can do things that will put your own situation, your family situation, on a far more solid footing. But you got to start now. Right.
Awesome.
Is about it, I think, unless there are any questions from anybody or anything like that. So, dig deep. We'll see you on Friday for another live. We're back to our normal schedule.
Yes.
So we will be live at 3:00 London time on Friday. And if any of you have got landing pages, sales pages, anything, if you want us to critique it and you're brave enough, chuck it in. Remember, it's only within Society 11 the critique. But although we sometimes broadcast the Moneymakers group and things, all the critique stuff is always done after they've been shut out. So it's only the guys in here,
Right.
in this community, and this is a community of friends that are really trying to help and boost and build each other up. So if you've got anything you want to put in it, you want to chuck it out there. I think most people will tell you, although we will be direct because we don't have a lot of time. So, and what's the point in sugarcoating stuff? It doesn't help, does it? We're quite direct and we can be quite brutal at times. But everyone we've ever critiqued for has always said, I ended up with a better sales page or a better landing page or whatever as a result. So we're happy to do it. Get them in. We'll start a thread for it, and then we'll do some of that on Friday. So there's a challenge. You've been thinking about doing a landing page? You've got until Friday, and then we'll look at it.
There we go.
Have fun, everyone. There's no outro. Bye.
Bye, guys.